I didn't receive a proper answer then. Maybe Dodgy Dave will answer it now. And by the way,
Order. I must ask the honourable gentleman, order. Don't require any assistance from some junior minister. An absurd proposition. I invite the honourable gentleman to withdraw that adjective that he used a moment ago. He's perfectly capable of asking his question without using that word. It is up to him, but if he doesn't wish to withdraw it, I can't reasonably ask the Prime Minister to answer the question. All he has to do is withdraw that word and think of another. Sorry? I think he knows the word beginning with D and ending in Y that he inappropriately used.
Davy.
Dodgy put it through.
Withdraw.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Very simple. Withdraw.
This man has done more to divide this nation than anybody else. He's looked after his own pocket. I still refer to him as Dodgy Dave. Do what you like.
The Prime Minister's the front man, distracting people with wild promises and panto speeches, whilst his Chancellor dips his hand in their pocket. But now the Prime Minister's routine is falling flat. His Chancellor is worried that people are getting wise. His backbenchers say it's embarrassing. Your words. Your words. And senior people in Downing Street tell the BBC it's just not working. Is everything OK, Prime Minister?
Prime Minister!
Well, Mr. Speaker, I tell you what's not working. It's that line of attack. If we listened to Captain Hindsight, Mr. Speaker, we would have no HS2 at all, because that was what he stood for. And if we listened to him, we would all still be in lockdown, Mr. Speaker.
13 years into government, 90 days before a general election, can the Prime Minister tell us what first attracted him to changing the voting system?
Mr. Speaker, if nobody on the other side understands that the politics of the last year has changed forever the way the public are going to view the House of Commons and our parliamentary institutions, and that the status quo cannot last, it has got to be changed. Now, Mr. Speaker, if the Conservatives want to defend the hereditary principle in the House of Lords, if they want to postpone reform of the House of Lords for more than 10 years, and if they want to refuse the people a referendum on the alternative vote, then they are making a mistake about what the British people are thinking. My message today is to the British people that we are prepared to change our constitution, and we are prepared to change it for the better. We are for the alternative vote, they are for the hereditary vote.
Give me the word in. Order! I say to the honourable gentleman, give me this. I will not tolerate such behaviour. If you want to go out now, but if you stand again, I'll lord you out. Make your mind up. Either shut up and get out. I warn the honourable member that if there's protesting coming out, to shut up a minute.
It's back to the bunker time with that one. I don't know whether he pulled the secretary out of the chair before he typed that one, but it was a lot of old rubbish. He talks about the hereditary principle. There's only one leader in this House who inherited his title. What a lot of rubbish. Go to the Chancellor to have a laugh. What a lot of rubbish. The reason he's in favour of the alternative vote is it's election time. This is the man who ducked the leadership election, who bottled the general election, and now he's trying to fiddle with the electoral system. He must think the whole country's stupid. Have another go. Why are you doing it?
That is the objective of the Labour Party. They can't be trusted on Brexit, Mr. Speaker, and they can't be trusted on the economy.
So, Prime Minister, how's it going? Are you okay? The Prime Minister and his Chancellor have presided over economic mismanagement, low growth and neglect of our public services. And their resolution to fix this, whacking more taxes on working people. Combine the tax rise with soaring energy prices and the average family faces a hit of £1,200. This is an iceberg, Mr. Speaker. Right ahead.
Mr. Speaker, this is the man who promised us at Christmas. This is the man who promised us at Christmas a policy a day blitz to show the substance of the Conservative Party if they were in government. We've had confusion over the married couples allowance. We've had chaos over public spending. We have exaggerations over crime. We've had them retreating on their hereditary principle and now supporting it for the House of Lords. This is a Conservative Party that is in complete muddle, has no manifesto. They don't have the substance to be able to govern the country. They are a shambles.
Mr. Speaker, they're making a lot of noise now, but I've got a long list here of what his MPs really think of him. Dragging everyone down. Who said that? Come on. Who was it said that? Authority is destroyed. Come on, hands up. Which of you was it? Which of you? Come on. Can't win back trust. Anybody owning up? You're very quiet now. Hands. Mr. Speaker, my personal favourite is this. This is a document circulated by his backbench, in which they call him the Conservative Corbyn. Prime Minister, I don't think that was intended as a compliment.
Why don't we go over some of the history of this? Because, of course, the last Liberal leader who got suckered into this was, of course, Paddy Ashdown. And he wrote this in his diary. He said, time after time, Tony Blair would say, yeah, Paddy, I agree, but I can't get it past Gordon. And it goes on. Gordon was the primary block. Doesn't real improvement to our politics means cutting the size of the House of Commons, cutting ministers' pay, complete transparency in expenses, but the one thing we shouldn't change is the ability at a general election in Britain to get rid of a tired, incompetent, useless and divided government.
Order! Very rude for members. Order! I say to the Chancellor of the Duchy that when he turns up at our children's school as a parent, he's a very well-behaved fellow. He wouldn't dare behave like that in front of Colin Hall, and neither would I. Don't gesticulate, don't rant, spare us the theatrics, behave yourself, be a good boy, young man, be a good boy.
Mr. Speaker, no change under the Conservatives, no change at all. He's supporting the hereditary principle in the House of Lords. He's supporting...
Order. I apologise for interrupting the Prime Minister. We must have some quiet. I want to hear the answer. I hope others want to hear the answer as well. Prime Minister.
His is about no change. It's the politics of no change at all. He supports the hereditary principle in the House of Lords again. He supports no reform of the House of Lords for a decade. He supports no referendum to allow the electorate to have a choice. This is a party that is fundamentally not changed at all. They're the same as they always were. We will vote for the alternative vote. They're still voting for their hereditary vote.